Thank you for your interest in the Pan-American School of PortoAlegre. We are an international school located in the southernmost part of Brazil, where we are offering progressive educational opportunities for our teachers, our students, and the general community as a whole.
The curriculum framework is based on the constructivist approach, and constructivism begins with the notion that knowledge cannot simply be transmitted from one person to another. It's based on the belief that all children, when they approach a new learning situation, come with different levels of background knowledge and experiences. And it's those experiences and background knowledge that we use for a starting point for our instruction and for their learning. Curriculum is a framework for international education. In this framework, students engage in structured inquiry. They ask questions that are personally meaningful and relevant to them, and they dig deep into important concepts and content.
We focus on critical learning skills. We integrate using the technologies that the kids themselves are using so that we can actually embrace a positive learning environment that's beneficial to them now in their current studies and beyond.
Students that embody the learner profile, they're going to be able to go out into the world and they're going to be ready to approach new problems creatively and confidently. They're going to act with integrity and compassion, and it's those types of learners that we want to see graduate from our school.
We believe that here at the Pan-American School we have a different perspective in terms of the 21st century skills. As a mom, I can see that my daughter develops differently too. She's in K5 right now, and she has many opportunities to show her understanding of the world and to show her proficiency in English and in Portuguese.
We have a large collection of books in both English and Portuguese. We have about 50,000 books in our library right now, and that number is growing. Maybe half is in English and half is in Portuguese. And in addition to those, we have a growing collection of books in other languages to support the students that don't come here speaking English and Portuguese. We really work hand in hand with the classroom teachers to make sure we're teaching them here in the library matches up with what they're teaching in the classroom.
Here at PAS, we use technology in education for development of several skills, and not only the use of technology, but also collaboration, creativity, and this is very important for us.
In physical education classes, students have the opportunity to develop other features and to show another side of them that not necessarily is possible in the classroom. When students are in this environment of freedom and movement, they express their feelings and they express their ideas in a different way. This is part of the formation of the whole citizen, one of the goals of PAS.
I participate in the PAS school teams of volleyball, basketball, and soccer. And since the teams are small, we really bond with each other. It's not a competition to see who's best. It's actually more of a bonding to see what can we help and everything. And these memories they're gonna stay forever, and I really like it, and I hope that it continues like that throughout the years.
Music education is so important because it provides so many different learning opportunities. It's amazing to see how kids get smarter, more confident, more creative, and more sensitive. They learn how to be passionate about several other things besides music.
We try to teach art here in two levels. There is the free experimenting to develop creativity and to have the kids interact with a wide variety of materials and with all the visual world of colors and shapes and lines. And on another level, we are teaching them basic concepts of art history and giving the kids knowledge to create public for art, because most of them are going to be audience for museums all over the world, and they need to be able to enjoy appreciating, criticizing. We can connect all these areas of creativity, knowledge, and criticizing, and really give them a good approach to art, which is, in my opinion, very important to life in general.
Science program caters for our students' different learning needs and for their different interests. Our middle school students learn about science through physical sciences, life science and earth science, and they do this through inquiry-based labs, projects and field trips. Our high school students delve into the deeper subjects of biology, physics and chemistry, and our seniors have a culminating program that takes 6 months where they are able to design, research and conduct their own experiment, and then they present this at the end of the year as a thesis and an oral presentation to a panel of judges. We feel this is a really excellent way to challenge them at the end of their schooling.
Here at the Pan American School, we openly welcome people from all cultures and all walks of life, and we truly believe that this meeting of different cultures embraces all of our learning and helps us to be more successful in an ever-changing world.
We talk a lot about this global community, and it's true, because PAS in itself is a microcosm of a global community. You have students from all over the world in the same classroom, all speaking a common language, but thinking in different ways. And putting all of this together in one classroom, I don't even have to work so hard to make them realize what the world is about, because the world is already in the classroom.
We work hard on the adaptation of our teachers when they move to Porto Alegre, because we understand that they're moving away from their cultures, their friends, and their families. So we do have certain programs in place to try to assist those teachers in their adjustment to their new living conditions.
The school's been amazing to adapting to Porto Alegre. The second day I was here, a new teacher came literally to my doorstep, took me around, showed me a grocery store, took me to the park.
When I first came here to Porto Alegre, I was actually pregnant, and so one of the great things that the school did for us was matched us up with another family here, a local family, and that was a really great resource for me, because I was able to ask her questions about, going to the doctor and just finding the resources I needed as a new person here with some big changes coming up in my life.
People in the city have been warm and friendly. I've got to discover many different neighborhoods in the city, and they all have their own little character, they have their own personality, which is really fun and really nice to discover. It shows a lot of different aspects of Brazilian life just within this small city.
Porto Alegre is a fantastic city. My favorite thing is definitely on a Sunday afternoon sitting in Redensal in the park with friends, playing music, watching people juggle, people on tight ropes. There's so much diversity and there's so much life in the park on the weekend, which is something I really love.
On Sundays, they have a section of the city where you can actually ride the bicycles where normally it would be traffic, but on Sundays they make it bike lanes so that you can get your bicycling in. A lot of people run. Physical activity here is a big part of the lifestyle that you find in Porto Alegre.
It's always fun. There are many activities to do on the weekends and after work, and it's always nice outside, so everybody's outside having fun.
When I was at the fair, I had never heard of Porto Alegre. I just knew that Brazil sounded interesting and I took a risk, and I'm really happy that I did.
It is very different from Canada or the US or from other English-speaking countries, but I think the word different should be changed to wonderful, because the people here are genuinely caring about you. And I think that if you're hesitating in any way about moving here, you just have to remember that you're well taken care of, both at the city level, at the school level, with the students, with your colleagues, with your adoptive parents. Everyone is here to lend you a helping hand, and that just has made the adaptation to this new city and country and culture and language that much easier.
If you should decide to come to Porto Alegre, we are certain that you will feel very, very pleased with that decision. With modern school facilities, a true sense of community, and a very vibrant city in which to live, we're certain that the combination will be a very agreeable experience for you should you decide to come to Porto Alegre.